Hello, Gemini. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Gemini is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It is totally free. Doesn't cost you anything. If there's anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy towards, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Gemini, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And we start with a Five of Pentacles. It feels like there's some financial stuff going on with you right now. I'm kind of wondering, if you are kind of starting to take some big moves, starting to take some big steps in your future, because there's a lot of movement going on around you. Right, in the physical environment, physical things moving. So it feels, I don't know if you're moving or if you're changing jobs. I almost feel like in some ways you're downsizing your house a little bit. Maybe you're clearing stuff away, you're getting rid of things. Maybe you're going through your budget and trying to find places where we can kind of tighten our belts a little bit. There's something that's worrying you a little bit. Now I want to put that into some context. All right, I want to see what is going on with all of this movement, right? Because things are not stable, and it doesn't mean that the movement is not good, right? But what we can see in this card, if you look closely, is that all of this movement is kind of obscuring the light that is in the background, So I feel like this is a lot of stuff all at once. See, now we're starting to get organized. See, now there's this idea of a plan, of a budget, of a way forward. So this could really be a lot of things going on right now, but it's all for a good purpose. And once the dust settles, you'll be able to perceive the light that's behind all of this movement. Tower card, that makes sense. These two cards came out together. Look at that. They came out together. It's the Lover's card and the Three of Wands. The Lover's card, Gemini, is your power card. It is your superpower card. And these two cards together, these tell me that you are being true to yourself, that you are doing what needs to be done in order to succeed. Nine of Pentacles, look at that. This is huge. This is unbelievably great. This is kind of troublesome at the moment, but you're doing it for a good reason. You are being true to yourself. You are doing what is right for you, your family, your loved ones, you and your spouse, you and your pets, your plants, your people, whoever is with you in life. Maybe this is your true self, right? The Lover's card is a very complex energy because, Gemini, you are a complex energy. We have a Knight of Cups. We have a Princess of Swords. We have a Prince of Cups and a Four of Swords. There's a family dynamic that's kind of, we're clashing, button heads with someone. Feels kind of like there are money troubles, and it's causing some disruption in the harmony of our family, of our friends, of our coworkers, maybe, whoever the people are around you. I feel like we're not getting along so much. It may be even that we're split up into two camps, that we're kind of divided against ourselves in a way, right? And you know what they say about a house divided, right? So I think something maybe happened and created this financial complication, but you know that by working through it with a plan, by staying organized, it's going to be huge, unbelievably great. Maybe this is maybe it's an investment. Maybe it is some sort of it feels like an investment because the way I see money coming out, and it's always kind of worrisome. But we know that we're going to get that big return, but it maybe isn't a traditional investment in that way. It could be that we had to put a bunch of money into the business. It could be that we had to really put a bunch of money into the house or the car, make some repairs, make some upgrades, or, you know, some kind of renovation or something like that, right? I think some of you are renovating with all of this movement, and maybe this is the movement that I'm feeling. Is there's just a lot of people. We're like taking down walls. Maybe you're redoing the bathroom or the kitchen. Maybe this is the car in the shop, getting all those repairs done to it, right? Maybe this is really you. The two of these together could be you at the computer, at the pad of paper and the pen, trying to come up with a budget, trying to make a plan. Okay, I feel like that's what you really should be doing right now, is focusing on the plan of what exactly we're going to do. Even though underneath it all, it kind of feels like chaos. We've got this tower moment. I think that you had a big tower event in your life recently. Whatever it may have been, it's really something that makes you realize how much you must rely on yourself, that you must stay in control, that you must stay level-headed and even and stable, and how much you really need to make a plan here. Okay, the tower is coming down, but look what you're building. You're building something that's even greater. I'm getting kind of a timeline of like 2 weeks here. So I don't know, is it supposed to take 2 weeks or 2 weeks until you get the investment? Maybe it's 2 weeks till the next paycheck, and we're trying to figure out how to deal with the expenses we have right now until the next payday. You know, trust me, I know what that's like. But it feels like this is the way life kind of goes. Problem, and then creative energy, right? And then solution. And this is kind of the problem. We make a plan. We put the plan into action. The only way to get this 9 of Pentacles, which is the restoration, which is the money coming in, the things being repaired, the car coming back from the shop, you know. The only way to make all of this happen, to go from a 5 to a 9, is to make a plan. Yeah. Is to be organized, to have the budget, to have the organization. And it's hard to do that when I think that there are family members that are just kind of, I don't know, maybe, I don't know if these are your kids, if these are your siblings, but I feel like there's some fighting going on. And it's just, really feels like it's stress related. It's just because of the situation that everybody's kind of at each other's throats. You know, let's select the mystery card before this gets a little bit too late. This is one random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot, and we are just going to set it down over here. Tiny Bob Ross right there on top. Now, we're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together, and it will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. If at any point during the reading you feel like you know what that card is, I want you to put your prediction down in the comments. All right. We'll do it together. We'll make it a group exercise of intuition. Okay. Let's take a look around the room. These are the only 2 major arcana cards. Things coming apart, you holding them together. All right. And this, I feel like, this is the test that you're in. This is the spiritual energy that's going on. Disaster and trying to bring things back together. Something being taken apart, something being put back together. Okay? And I feel like you're the one that really does hold everything together in your life right now. Maybe this is a business thing, maybe it's a family thing. Whatever we're talking about, it feels like you're the glue that's holding everything. You're the one keeping this ship afloat. You're the one keeping this business going. Whatever it is, there are challenges right now, and you are coming up with that solution, okay? Because you're doing the right thing, and you're trying to do what is best for everybody, even the people over here that are just fighting amongst themselves. You identify with this situation. I feel like this is more family than business, because I feel like it's an expression of you. It's part of you. And there's almost this feeling like if my business fails, then it means that I fail. And we have to try to stop that, I think. That seems to me like it's kind of, that gets us into some mental, emotional trouble sometimes. When we identify too closely with the work that we're doing or the things that are happening in the external world, if I do poorly at my job, it means I am poorly. It means that I am a failure. If I fail at a task, then I am a failure. If I lose that, it means I'm a loser. No, we got to stop that, okay? And I think maybe that this is you realizing this. This is you separating yourself, your essence, your worth, your value, your strength from this external situation that is a 5 of Pentacles. There's worry here. There's concern. There's trouble. There's stuff that needs fixing, okay? Well, you're coming in. You're the glue. You have a plan. You're going to fix it. Things are going to be running again. Maybe you're the mechanic here. Okay, in a certain sense, I feel that that's true. I feel like 2 weeks from now, things are going to be, 2 weeks from now, look at this. We've got this Knight of Cups. 2 weeks from now, you're going to have extra, and you're going to be wanting to share it. You're going to be on top of the world. It reminds me of George Costanza, Seinfeld. Remember that episode where everybody was worried about the stocks, but he held out? And everybody was where everybody sold, everybody freaked out, but not George. George held on to those stocks. And then at the end of the episode, he's in the diner, he's got the cigars, he's buying everybody lunch, he's on top of the world, right? Because he held out, he did it, and he was able to maintain. It kind of feels like that a little bit with the Knight of Cups. It feels like you're going to be celebrating a big win here in a couple weeks, okay? Be careful with this. You don't want to give away the farm, okay? You get a sum of money. Don't go overboard. Don't go wild with it. We still need that. Stick to your plan. That's why it's so important to have a plan now. Make the plan while you're in. Basically, you make the plan while you're poor, right? And then when you get rich, you stick to the plan. And that's how you're going to stay rich. You know what I mean? Rather than getting wrapped up in this feeling and just being too generous. Now, you can treat yourself. You can do nice things for people. You can give to charity. You can be of service. You can be generous. But stick to your plan as much as possible. Live like you're still a 5 of Pentacles rather than the 9 of Pentacles. Okay? That's the message that we have there. Who are the family members? I don't know. They feel like they're younger than you. Kind of feels like your kids. When we look at this over here, kind of feels like your kids. And what we want is for that relationship to just get along. You don't have to like each other, but get along, right? Interesting that we have water, air, water, air. To me, it feels like we're kind of split in 2 camps. I don't know if you, if it's 2 families that have been brought together, maybe it's 2 different departments at work or something like this, or 2 companies. Maybe there's been a merger or an acquisition. Maybe these are new employees that have come in. Maybe they're kids and stepkids. You know, maybe it's a combined family. Whatever the situation is, it feels like there are 2 sides of it, okay? And those sides aren't getting along just yet. We're trying to mesh things together. We're trying to get everything working together. And, well, it kind of reminds me of, internet issues. We're trying to build a new studio for these readings, and I'm having issues with the internet, and I'm learning what mesh networks and things are and how things are supposed to work together, but I can't get one thing to talk to the other thing, And so that's kind of, it's funny because that's what we see here. We see some things don't know how to talk to the other thing. And it could be you, and it could be this other, it might just be you and one other person, too. It's possible. It could be a spouse. But it feels like somebody younger than you. And I feel that they are here in the position of the Princess of Swords. And they are being very defensive, or they are being very, maybe not defensive, but I feel as if because of the worry of the situation, because of what's going on, they're getting a little bit, it's like an animal that's cornered. That just starts kind of swiping at everything that moves. That's kind of what I feel is going on a little bit in your relationships. That everybody feels like a cornered animal and is just kind of lashing out. Again, we go back to the path of the dove. Stick to the plan. Things are going to be huge. Things are going to be beyond huge. right? Nine of Pentacles is pretty serious stuff, okay? This is unbelievably great, but you have to stick to the plan to get here, and after here, you have to stick to the plan, okay? And no matter how much other people in your life try to wear you down, stick to your plan. Okay, I think this reading is just as much for me as it is for you. If we want to maintain this and preserve this, we have to stick to the plan. Okay. The Tower energy and the Lover's energy, to me, very important. The Tower especially, I don't know what the situation is, but it seems like it really disrupted things. You know, maybe it was some damage to the car, to the house, some repair that needed to be done. And so it just threw a wrench in everything. Okay. And maybe this is something even, maybe it feels like things have been piling on. We've got a Tower, right? And then suddenly now we've got a Five of Pentacles. It's like, can this get any worse right now? Right? It could be that you were already dealing with a pretty serious situation in your life. A pretty big change, a pretty big disruption of the flow. And then on top of that, then you got to fix the car. Then you get the flat tire, or, then you break your glasses. Then you've got to, call the plumber or whatever it is. It kind of feels like it's an extra something that's just like, that's the last straw. But you're keeping it together. You're sticking to your plan. You're making a plan, and you're sticking to it. And that's part of what we see with the Four of Swords, too. You sticking to the plan. Okay? We're sticking to the plan. I want to do one of these botanical inspiration cards. It feels like we need one in this situation, and I don't mean to focus on the negative here. I would like to focus on that Nine of Pentacles, because that is gain. That is the visible signs of progress. That is a lot of money coming in, okay? And I think that it really is, it's important that you have a plan and that you get this and you stick to the plan so that we can maintain this. We want this to be absolute number one. Let's do one of these inspirations. The Red Rose, hidden secrets. 3 things cannot be long hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. Hidden secrets. What is going on here? In all of this stuff, in all of this kind of business plan that you've got, and all of this financial stuff, this success stuff that we're dealing with, then we have this idea of there being some sort of a miscommunication, some sort of a conflict, something's not getting along, we're at odds with somebody, somebody's kind of lashing out, or we feel cornered, or they feel cornered. Is there a hidden secret going on? Is this a romantic interest for you? Is this Knight of Cups you trying to express your love and trying to do the right thing and be the affectionate person and express your love and your care and your concern for someone? Maybe romantic, maybe platonic, maybe a family member, a friend, coworker, I don't know. This is you expressing yourself, trying to be generous with your energy, and this is the resistance. It almost feels like they are being very defensive, which I said that a few minutes ago, right? Being very defensive. Are they hiding something? Are they hiding something? The worst thing that you can think of now is that they are not being authentic. Here we have the Prince of Cups. It could be really that they feel that way about you. And see, this is really now we're really water and air. Now it's just like, you feel that way about them, that they're hiding something and not being true and not being authentic. They feel that way about you, that you're expressing yourself with these gestures, these acts of kindness, this affection, this love, and they're thinking that it's not real or that you're not being genuine. At the same time, you feel that they're being defensive, that they're not being genuine. And so we see that we're kind of at an impasse with this person. Now, I don't know if it's a coworker, a friend, a family member, or a romantic partner. The truth will be revealed. I think that's what this red rose is talking about. And the red rose, it's that symbol of romance, right? It might be your romantic partner, and there's just a miscommunication here. One of you is water, one of you is air, and it's just not, you're making bubbles, but we're not able to really unite. Okay, we're not able to get on the same page right now. Maybe there's a lot of stress because of this. Okay, so at the very minimum, we need to just kind of call a truce here. Four of Swords. Not engage with the arguments, not really try to fix it right now. Let's just kind of let everybody calm down, perhaps. And let's stick to the plan that we have here for this financial thing. And then also, you know, what do we need to do to work on this relationship? Okay. I feel like it is in your nature to be emotional, to express yourself, express your emotions. And maybe when you do that, this person then feels that they're being attacked. But that's not your intention, but that's their feeling. It's what do we do in that situation, right? That's kind of what I feel is happening here. Let's look at the mystery card. Maybe that will give us some clue, help, assistance here in where this is going. The Lover's card too, you know, it represents you and your superpower, but it could also be representing that romantic relationship, that family relationship, the intimacy between you and this person, whether it's romantic or platonic, it doesn't matter. This is about the commitment that we've made, not only to this life and to this business or this house, this household, you know, in this situation or whatever the venue is here, but it could also be talking about the commitment, the bond that we have with this person or these people. Okay, it's not just the financial, it's not just the business, but it's the people that are there too. It's not just the household, it's the people inside the household, right? So let's look at the mystery card. I don't know what I kind of want like a 9 of Cups, you know? I want something showing that the communication is coming back, you know, that things are kind of returning to a very, very happy place. Yeah, maybe we need another 6 of Swords. Maybe we need a 6 of Cups or a 6 of Wands. If you have a prediction, put it down in the comments. Let's take a look. Oh goodness, it's the Lover's card again. Wow. I think that this is talking about that you're the glue that holds everything together, and it's hard to be the glue when everybody's like attacking you or misunderstanding you, and there's just this tension, this conflict, this bickering, you know. It's hard to be the glue, but nevertheless, things are coming back together. Okay, this again, it's that union, it's that commitment that we all have. This is like we're all family here. Maybe you're friends, maybe it's coworkers, whatever, but we're all family here, right? So at the end of the day, all of these differences need to be kind of let go of or postponed because we're all family. And maybe we need the family cooperation. Maybe that's the plan, is to get everybody cooperating. I can't do this myself. I need everybody to help. So whatever our differences are right now, let's all band together as family and fix this thing, right? It's like coworkers. Everybody's mad at each other, blaming each other. Well, okay, fine, but we have a problem that needs a solution and we all have to cooperate to get it solved. So let's put our differences aside for the time being. We can resolve them eventually. And I think that really, that plays well with the cards that we have, the 4 of Swords. Let's put our differences aside. Let's call the truce. Let's cooperate to fix this problem. And then we can get back to fighting and figuring out what the hidden secrets are, what the hurt feelings are, what the issues are. Okay, but for right now, we've got to band together and work together. And I think that's the message that we should walk away from this reading with, all right? And what we're going to walk into is the extended reading. If you want to stick around, there's a link up top. There's a link down below. New readings for Gemini every Monday and Friday, 6 a.m. Chicago time. I am here every day. You can come see me again tomorrow. I will be here. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free. It does not cost you anything. Leave a comment for me. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you are the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you, and I love you, and we're all in this together.